Alright, welcome back to Let's Play 7th Dragon 2020. Last time, we got somewhat acquainted with the new world after the dragon attack. This time, we're taking them back to the hall. Yeah. Yo. Still out here looking for dragons to fight? Guess you were just born curious. Huh? Why City Hall upside down? You'll see as you get deeper in. The Imperial Dragon thing has changed the whole place around to suit its fancy. It's completely topsy-turvy. Don't know about the other regions, but that's enough. Yeah, remember to get where you need to go. Just keep heading downstairs. Keep it up, kid. Calling Unit 13. This is now 3.7. Can you hear me? You seem to be securely connected. Your mission is to salvage 3 DZ. DZ is the general term for various materials that can be harvested from the bodies of dragons. 1 dragon cart can supply 1 unit of DZ. In short, to complete the mission, you need to defeat 3 dragons in combat and strip their bodies. First off, I'd like you to head to the lower floors where the dragons are. It's my 3rd, 4th time going through this area. I still don't remember very well. Ow. Yeah. Get ready for a lot of the different kind of running in circles. Escape kits are such as escape ropes. They allow you to, well, escape. Ow. As we progress, we're gonna get like a lot more everything per encounter, but now we're kind of running on low stuff because this is the first dungeon of the game. first non-tutorial dungeon. Easy as money, if you can tell. I don't know. Now,
無事で何よりだ。
yeah, we're not exactly hurting for healing right now. And this is thankfully one of those games where revival is not hard to come by. And not stupid expensive. Yeah. While I say the first DS is very much an Etrian-like, 2020 series, like, Etrian adjacent.
無事で何よりだ。
It has, like, the custom, create a character, quote unquote, and you create a team and whatnot. But you're not, like, fighting enemies mostly for their item drops, for their materials to get better equipment and more just the XP and SP. So because I think DS is probably going to be a longer series because if you haven't noticed in that there's like apparently 666 dragons. So that's gonna be fun. Ow. See if it's not too. Okay, so now the recording backs up. This music is so good. Defense booster. Thankfully, defense booster has priority. Actually, most of the buffing actually has priority. Granted, EX has greater priority than buff. So, you know, things. So if you wanted to, you know, use your very powerful attack before you use your buff, that thing that buffs attack, be my guess. I wouldn't recommend doing that though.
者は死なない程度にね。耐えられるか。もうからほう。
I gotta use Diagonal Slash. I want this for a certain enemy type because it has insane defense but low HP, so multi-hit moves are the way to deal with those. Aside from that, for the most part, I'm just mostly going to be trying to conserve my MP, not MP, SP. Because after Zoom, we're already going to get like some more skills. And particularly ones I want. So, yeah. Now I turned myself to max because I'm being a lot more quiet in this episode, and I still want to be heard. So I'm not like, you know, mumbling to myself like I normally do. Stop training! Stop here. If you look ahead, you'll see one of the dragon targets targeted by this mission. You can call it a hammerhead. It's a tough-looking foe with a huge battering ram. I must urge you the most... call to send... Send accumulated exhaust meter. Choose to use the accumulated exhaust meter when fighting one, without worrying about conserving strength. You can now activate the exhaust gauge. Exhaust gauge is very important. Parameter in battle. By consuming the entire exhaust meter, you can buff an attack. You get buffed for a turn and exhaust actions. When you burn through your exhaust meter, you'll be in peak condition for one turn. You can act before anyone else. You'll do increased damage. Recovery items will be more potent. After acting, the exhaust meter will turn to 0 and slowly recharge as you attack. and by as you are attacked and attack. The stronger the opponent you will fight, the more quickly the meter will charge, so it's best to use it freely in battle. AKA, it charges faster during dragons, when fighting dragons and bosses. Yeah. Exhaust is equivalent to Etrian 1 and Untold 1's boost. Except for you go first, instead of just things get like treated as if there were maxed minus the increase of MP used. No, these just straight up you get extra bonus attack. Ow. Come on. Game. I think this only affects physical attack. For the time being, until you get like hack and hack moves, you should mainly just save that. If you have a hacker on team, save their exhaust for group heals using healing arrow. Turn 2, turn 3. It says right there in the corner that. What are you doing? Yeah. Generally, on Samurai, you want to save until near the end of Red Fire Breath. But doing it any other time isn't a bad idea either. And for Psychic, you just kind of use it whenever you want a big boost in your attack. Don't take what I'm saying as like hard and fast rules. I am like my main experience with 7th Dragon is the 3rd game. Don't attack like you think. Gosh. Gosh, dilly dang. Yeah. Generally, I find hack to be a lot easier to inflict in 1 because whenever you get a weakness or a critical, it inflicts. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm just gonna call it hack break or code break. Basically, it means that they're more susceptible to hack because it's actually kind of a low chance for it to proc. Saying you like hack. I think has like. Oh, I maybe just thinking of the agent from BFD. I think hacker has like increased crit rate. Again, it might just be the agent class in BFD.
暴れてやりますか。 まだまだ油断はできないな。
Yeah. Generally, as you get stronger and you get better moves, you'll be taking out dragons left and right, even multiples at a time. Because, yeah, when I compared them to FOEs from Etrian, I'm not joking. They will, well, for one, they're, of course, enemies on the field. But they will join you in battle if you're in proximity and the battle goes on for long enough. Because it's not tile-based, like in Etrian, it's literally the amount of turns, and if you're closer, the more quickly they'll show up. But generally I find them easier to fight than the FOEs, because in Etrian, you're not technically supposed to be fighting the FOEs. In this, you are meant to be fighting the dragons. Yeah, they're tougher than your regular enemy, but you are meant to fight them. Calling Unit 13 not too shabby, team. You defeated Hammerhead and received a unit of DZ to boot. We have reported the other dragons lurking in the floor somewhere. Please continue the mission. Well, I would say there's a warp gate, but, you know, we are in the middle of an encounter. I think taking damage is the thing that increases the exhaust gauge the most. So, and the more damage you take, the more it increases. I may be wrong.
ま、こんなところだな。
Exhaust shouldn't be a main strategy, but a supplement to your strategy. Yeah, yeah. Yeet.
さっさと次行くよ。
Ow. One damage. Ow. Heh. Yeah.
傷が絶えない仕事だね。
Yeah. It's not a lot, but it's useful. Like, obscenely so. If anyone uses, like regeneration of any kind generally tends to be busted,
まあ、
because that's a turn you don't need to heal. And in RPGs, the more often you can attack, the better, because really, a simplifying, like, stupidly oversimplifying things. In the core things, RPGs are just a numbers game. Of course, they're more than that in reality, but super oversimplifying, it's a number game. You want to reduce the enemy number before they reduce yours. So if you're not dealing damage, you can't win. Of course, there's more than that than just bigger number equals winning. But in the gist of things, if you can deal more damage to the enemy than the enemy deals to you, you are the more likely going to win. Because there's a reason why the phrase the best defense is a good offense. Because if the enemy is dead, well, you can't take damage from it. Simple as. Granted, there's more than that, because most games have an MP system, and you don't have or a cooldown, and you don't have infinite turns, and you have limited MP, whatnot, but generally oversimplifying things is that. It does, yeah. This is also good AoE for early on. Basically, the life bonuses are like the HP ups in Etrian. They're good, just don't solely focus on them. Ow. Yeah. And generally in the buff order, defense always comes first, in my opinion. Again, taking less damage is really good. Yeah. And I think Samurai's self-heal is the highest healing thing in the game. But it only affects themselves, so yeah. Fun facts. Oh, another fun fact. The song that plays whenever you fight a dragon. If you've seen I think this is gonna be uploaded before dragons get introduced into DS. But when you get to that point, the song that plays in that is called Enraged Ones. This is called the Further Enraged Ones because it's the same song, just on more upgraded hardware. Because the PSP is statistically more powerful than the DS. It's like not even a contest. So yeah, fun fact. Or at least that's what I think theoretical. Yeah. I'm not like an expert. I haven't looked into the code. God damn it. So I don't know all the files of this. So I don't know everything. But yeah. Oh, don't attack Lucky, don't attack Lucky. I think I go first because healing has priority.
死なない程度にね。
Yep.
これがいる。
Generally, in terms of RPGs, this is like in between Etrian on hard mode and Etrian 1. Like on like most Untold 1 onwards hard mode and Etrian, the first Etrian Odyssey game on the DS is standard difficulty. It's because there's only one difficulty in the DS Etrians. It's in between that, I feel. Yeah, mostly because like healing is more readily available. You don't need to conserve as much MP. You still need to do it, but once we get like again, I might just be again thinking of Agent from VFD. Like, think there's a move that if you can inflict hack, if you use it, will regenerate mana.
これがいる。 よし、上々だ。
And it's not like SMP Persona where it's like an insignificant amount of magic restoration. No, it's actually kind of it's quite a bit of mana restore. Like at least most of your health bar. But then becomes the problem of again inflicting hack. It's high risk hacker / agent in 3 is high risk, high reward. Because they're made of glass, but they glass most of the time. And like, if you're trying to use hack, you're not attacking. They're going to deal less damage overall. And they don't deal like the most amount of damage. Period. Unless you're talking agent with, you know, the critical reaction and air shot. The one that the ricochet of BFD. Because you know, I talked about Ricochet as a move on the gunner from Etrian that hits multiple times in a row, and because and also the hide boost, critical boost that hide has, I think it's like the most DPS you can do.
さっさと次行くよ。
But it also takes up so much mana that you kind of don't have. That is like mana conservation. What mana conservation? But though I don't think you can go infinite on with the critical reaction boost in BFD. and agent's like early game kind of weak, but late game it becomes super powerful
退屈しのぎにもならないね。
as a like support. Again, I'm kind of like from knowledge of VFD, because hacker and agent are very similar classes which share a similar role, although hacker has more of a support role versus agent, which is more of a generalist, but more works primarily as as disrupting the enemy. Because hack prevents when an enemy is inflicted by hack, they are unable to act. And unlike in Persona, where if an enemy has a double turn, buffs last half as long, you get the full duration of hack, which is 2 turns. Also because like turns work more like you do in Etrian versus how they work in Persona. Yeah. I'm just trying to talk. I know I'm doing it stupid, but I don't care. Since I'm probably gonna get regened afterwards. After the dying fight, and I have items. Yeah. If you manage to run into the dragon's back, you do get like first strike. So keep that in mind. Yeah, think of a dragon as a mini boss, or a mini boss. And yeah. So you remember to use your buffs, use your debuffs if you have any, and you just go all out. Because most of the time you are gonna get that HP back when you level up. Exhaust. Yeah. I like how they mentioned exhaust moves, but you're gonna be unlikely to encounter one until like late game. Although I may be wrong. No airsoft. Lame. That's 600 damage. and 660 damage. Yes. Ow. Stop hitting me! Yeah!
傷が絶えない仕事だね。無茶は死なない程度にな。耐えられるか。もうからまだまだ油断はできない。
Don't think like exhaustic affects buffs. Calling unit 13. Period. That's 3 units easy complete. I wouldn't say you're a match for Ghetto, but you're reliable too. Screw you. Return to base, Ace and C Unit 4, hand over the 3 unit DZ ASAP. Unit 4 is in its room next to yours. Try using escape. Oh, yeah. Nothing else. We have to actually do this. I don't think any of the dragons inside of the city hall actually count towards the counter for dragons, as there's no like indicator of how many dragons are left in the area. But you should get into like the habit of fighting the dragons whenever they show up, because yeah, you're gonna need a lot of DZ, and they're the best way to gain experience for now. Waiting at 13. I am way. I said this in the last episode, but if you know how to pronounce any of these, let me know in the comment section. Head of Dev Unit Development Unit 4. Quick, let me have that DZ you found. We got no time to lose. And over the 3 DZ. Using just what you brought us, we can fill an arms order we got. When I heard the rookies from Unit 13 were handling this, I worried. You seem to be handling yourself. Yes, sir, leave it to us. Yep, take it from here. Sounds like a lot of construction. Because later or DZ will be used for construction. Again, not much of a spoiler. It's gonna be in like the first hour of gameplay. Well, I say first hour, first few hours of gameplay. Because, if you've seen, the city hall, which is gonna be, home base, it's not exactly in the most pristine condition. And so, yeah. Because of the dragon raids, we have few materials and currency is meaningless. These days, rather than money, we reverted to organized barter. Aside from the precious DZ you found, we call other miscellaneous materials AZ. It's everyday stuff, but it's still useful. Yeah. In fact, 30 years later in Code VFD, AZ is still being used. I thought it was just like, oh, future currency. But apparently it's just miscellaneous materials. Guess the world hasn't really fully recovered. And, the third game. Granted, not much of a spoilers, but dragons, yeah, they attack. Again, not much of a spoiler. It's kind of obvious if you know the themes of the through lines of there do be dragons. Yep, it sure is. Sorry to keep you waiting. SDF gear. For now, you can take this to the troops fighting in City Hall for us. Those guys have been holding out. It's nothing but junk for so long. Calling Unit 13. President Word. Name I can't pronounce has confirmed the next mission is to make deliveries to SDS. Over now. Another mission already? You guys are busy, aren't you? Busy, aren't you? Okay, seeing as you got things to do, let me let you in on a unit secret. Anytime someone loses consciousness, you can use to wake him up and pop. You do it when I'll do it when the team revival technique. Because the boss can be boss you. He was pretty irritated. Time. New equipment in the armory. Next time on 7th Dragon 2020, we'll be progressing further into the inverted City Hall. Till then.